Griswold Gaius Grim, at the start of your journey, the mystery begins. Griswold Gaius Grim, this might make him feel awkward, but that's the business we're in. Griswold Gaius Grim, for saves against mind control, we roll dice for the win. Griswold Gaius Grim, survival, social wisdom, or heart.
Griswold Gaius Grim, if you say that you're grifting, it lessens the sin.
Griswold Gaius Grim, at first he's scary, but your fear is quite thin. Griswold Gaius Grim, when you break the fourth wall, it takes you for a spin. Griswold Grim, such a vast mystery. Gaius Grim, looking through eternity. Griswold Grim, how can I crack the code? Gaius Grim, nothing is impossible. Griswold Gaius Grim, on first appearance he welcomes you in. Griswold Gaius Grim, how can one begin to fathom anything about him? I said, Griswold Gaius Grim, if you're silently lurking, tell the agency you're in. I said, Griswold Gaius, in the broken clock tower, you're treated like kin. Griswold Gaius Grim, he doesn't often smile except an occasional grin. Griswold Gaius Grim, when you hear about dark arts, he's talking about sin. Griswold Gaius Grim, I've heard some long yarns, but even longer ones he spins. Griswold Gaius Grim, he'll take the train out, sometimes a boat to come in.
Oh no, it's on loop. Oh no, it's on loop. Stop the loop. But this is the boat. Oh hi. This is over on Grimstream for March 21st, 2026 with the draft notice, and this is a Civil War. It's a Civil War draft, but more importantly to me, oddly enough, is you see that little goose down there. That goose down there is slid into Aries, and for some reason,
Oh shoot, where was I going with this? Attention, attention.
The hat is on sale right now. For only $27.99, you can get the hat featured in this.
Oh shoot, where was I going with this? Attention, attention.
And I'll set that up for you right after the savings throws versus mind control, which, as far as I know, the only place you can get for them is here. And here, to get one, you have to make a choice between you're swimming in mind control, and I'm using a whole bunch in the branding against you. And so to be fair, I give you savings throw against, right? And in order to get half damage against it, you have to choose how you will resist it. Will you resist it with your will to survive, your social network, your accumulated wisdom, or the power of your heart? And then I roll, and then the power of your heart powers the die roll, and then it comes out. And if it's 10 or higher, then you get to take half damage from the mind control, and it's fun for everybody. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart? Choose. When you focus, 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 choose. Survivalist, congratulations. That's half damage for you with the 16 pair of eights. Socialist, you got the disciples. That's 12 half damage for you. Lovers of wisdom, the number of transformation. Way to come back from that nat one last time. Hard folks, you only got one for each chamber. That's a 4. You're gonna need some bonuses, or we're gonna pull the heartstrings in this one, I guess. Disciples for the Indigo Kids as well. Let me explain to you about the Indigo Kids.
Don't do that. I'm not kidding.
Oh, right. That's part of it. Let me explain to you about small world networking.
Like, you give people propofol, you take them out of consciousness. It's a general anesthetic. And as you bring them back in, what you can see is when they're unconscious, the brain breaks down into local networks. And then when they become conscious, it reconfigures as a multi-scale small world network. And that, of course, lines up with Tononi's theory in some pretty important ways. Or a similar way, you can, forget what it's another anesthetic was used. And I was talking with Brett Anderson about this recently, and you bring people back, and you can see also self-organizing criticality kicking in again. And that's because the firing and the wiring actually mutually constrain each other. And you can actually do this with binocular rivalry too. So you have an image that's presented to two fields of vision, and they can't be held together. And so phenomenologically you switch between them. And then you can see the self-organizing criticality. This area is firing in synchrony, corresponding to seeing the triangle, and then that breaks up criticality, and this area fires in synchrony when you're now seeing it as the square. And you can actually track the consciousness with the flipping of the self-organizing criticality. So it's already being done experimentally. And then the thing about those is they're not neuroanatomically based. They're functionally based. And what's important about those is they actually point to more comprehensive models, because self-organizing criticality and small world network formation also reliably correlate with measures of general intelligence, which supports the argument I was trying to make, that there's a deep connection between the machinery of intelligence and the machinery of consciousness. And so you can start to get empirically tractable ways of testing the very theoretical proposals I was bringing out.
See, part of the global brain fires in synchrony when they watch my stream, and part of the global brain fires in synchrony when they watch Cosmin kissing. Perhaps I don't know. I don't even know. Welcome. This is a stream. It's kind of a seriouser stream. The talking about the survival portion is going to be that part of the show is going to be the delivery on the thumbnail. So we're going to kick it toward the end so we can hold your attention for as long as possible as the algorithmic overlord demands I attempt with such fascinating things as I'm about to reveal to you by the power, empowered by in. Do you wonder what happens if you get off of the pills? If you get off of the red pill, and you get off of the blue, you just quit taking the pills? What if you go off med? Can you take the blue pill again? Can you cipher back in? Can you go back to the programming you once held dear after you've seen it for what it is, as programming that you once held dear, that they use to extract you? It's evolutionarily survival of the fittest shit, where if we can convince you to end your gene line, then hey, more food for us and our kids. Anyway, Blue Church, card of the show, is the queen of hearts. The Queen of Hearts needs a new king.
People very just king, great king. People error, people king, big, just king. Happy, many down, many jack king from right, just new king, big, great can new, happy. The owls are not what they seem, the owls. People very just king, great king. People error, people king, big, just king. Happy, many down, many jack king from right, just new king, big, great can new, happy. The owls are not what they seem. The owls are not what they seem. The owls, people very just king, great king. People error, people king, big, just king. King, happy, many down, many jack king from right, just new king, big, great can new, happy. The owls are not what they seem, the owls.
Phones and pot and mind control.
And on our first adventure today, we're visiting what happened earlier, and that is I visit, here on this channel. If you've ever commented, I find it very difficult not to love the fact that you've commented by loving your comment. You have to make a pretty questionable comment in order for me not to love that you commented. And because I'm under the impression that when I do that, you receive on your end a little congratulations that I loved it. And isn't that nice for everybody? So I was checking the comments today, this morning's, and maybe that leads us to here. Yes. You see, this is from 3 years ago live stream. And I got this comment here from Ethan.Kohi. He said, "This is a really good clip. My tamed algorithm has requested I watch this for 3 days. 3 days." And that's a fascinating development to me, that the algorithm would recommend previous live streams. Here's the clip he was talking about. It starts 10 seconds from now.
We don't continue to remind them that it's going to be in having in real life commitments to one another in a face-to-face way, all of this talk about self-improvement, self-transcendence, none of that is going to happen if the tyranny of the individual isn't broken, and the most obvious breaking of that is by making and keeping commitments.
That makes
Remember. Well, look, this is classic. This is the classicest, the most original form of the hootenanny. Embody. We want what's best for you. There is no agency. Right now, I'm grabbing clips while I'm speaking, and you're looking at blackness. It's fascinating. So here's another one from that. Hey.
this. I mean, I think
devastate you. And rejoice, although this world will penetrate you. And rejoice, although you will not survive. Rejoice, you'll never make it out alive.
Excellent rehearsal, gentlemen.
And rejoice, your hair, it smells like burning hair. Oh, rejoice, your nails all got chewed off. Oh, rejoice, and holy fuck, you're bleeding there. Oh, rejoice, you burn your whole beard off. Rejoice, despite the fact this world will hurt you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will kill you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will tear you to shreds. Rejoice because you're trying your best.
Hey, I love that one. That's gorgeous. Thank you, brother. Wait, who's that brother?
Andrew Jack.
Did the brook turn into a bison, or is this someone else? And is there a lot of burbling in my chat lately, or is it just me? Just me. Before we move on from this wonderful thing by the Fraternal Regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy, I thought we could find out what the 33rd minute of it was. Since there's only 30 minutes, that's a good idea. Here, what was this part? And the social skills of the fabric that holds us all together. We're going to have more unstable actors at the same time. The damage that unstable actors can do increases. Oh my God, what are we going to do? The answer, my friends, is the Fellowship Airsoft Tournament Series, brought to you as a product out of Thunder Bay, where they tasted the survivors that were double vaxxed and also did cardiac. Yeah, if you use airsoft instead of paintball, it's a Fellowship Airsoft Tournament Fest instead of a paintball PF4J. But it's the same principle, the combat trained to and that touches on the thumbnail at the end. So let's not go there yet. Let's go with the casino deck card of the show, taking us over to the 5 of Hearts, because Neil is an a-hole and I don't give a. Share this tab instead and then make it big.
IDK WTF. A show where we explore. I don't know.
This is my audition tape for TLC VAA, Virtually All Alone.
I'm all alone down here. Anybody up there? Hear me?
This is for season 4. I'm a really big fan. I've watched all the seasons.
And then you wash that crap right out of your brain. And then, therefore, brought to you by the Juxdeck card of the show, what I consider probably the delivery of the wisdom portion of the show, the Master of the Mornings. The Master of the Mornings, Chris Howard, has returned. The Nine of Hearts is the Juxdeck card of the show, and in masterful form, post stroke, he's come on and had that. This one, he's returned. He's returned to the morning streams, and he did it one of those what do you call it there? The Bolty Taylor Browns, and described his stroke experiences. Here's this part though.
Videos to like maybe try to get her to know who he is. Thanks, Ethan, for doing what you were doing.
Oh, and
appreciate you jumping on.
Well, good luck. Good luck on your travels, Scott. Right, you're going the rest of the way to New Orleans.
Yeah, we got a place, the Romy, Roami. It's down at the end of Bourbon Street, and I did get in touch with Neil. I don't know. My wife really doesn't seem like she's interested in meeting some rando from the internet on our anniversary.
On our anniversary. I just wanted to say that I have to go to brand one for this. That Chris Howard and this show deserve to be in their bubble, because that laughter in there is exactly the embodiment of the bubble we're looking for. It's not 26, but it's $27.99. You son of a! But that's the hat that's on sale. Oh dear. Remember it. We want.
So, as far as just in my own mind, I'll get out and wave at the cars as they go by, and probably won't be robots in the car, but even if it was, say that it even was a robot and he waved back, and it's like, well, he made a robot happy. That's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. So go do some of that. I'm going to see if I can do some of that. We'll see you later.
Brett made the worldly news. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, yes, Harrington on Peugeot. I need to excommunicate him so I can cover those sort of things again. I can cover. I'm just so relieved that we're finally in Aries. Good one there, Burble. Good one, Burble. Cyprus. That card of the show is the 4 of spades, which brings us to a breakthrough in virtual urination. The Death Stranding 2 has been released for the PCs, and President Foxman is making a show of that. Here's an hour into it, apparently, where he mentions urination. You see, where's the? Oh, cause Afro Man. No, where's the? There it is. You see, I went to this Fancy Pants Ask Questions button and said, "Do they talk about urination?" And they were like, "Yes, right here."
Hopefully anything else works. It looks like they've kind of shaved off some of the weird rough edges of the last one, but we'll see. Maybe not. This feels a little bit more approachable and the like. Did you use the bathroom to get the here to?
What the deuce is going on? I'm sorry to interrupt. He was just mentioning using the bathroom, but first of all, note how he's subconsciously mimicking the character's physical motions in reality while he's there, and then, oh my God, what? Oh my God, what happened?
This feels a little bit more approachable and the
more approachable, and then boom, nip shot, and look, he's got some kind of weird necklace on, where it's like a handful of fingers reach down and tickle his nip. What were you saying about the urination, Foxman?
This feels a little bit more approachable and the like. Did you use the bathroom to get the here to PP grenades that you can throw at the enemies?
You use the bathroom to get the tier 2 PP grenades that you can throw at the enemy.
Broken family. Broken family. Shut up. Broken family. Shut up.
And now on the thumbnail delivery.
The list? Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast magic missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting magic missile. Why are you casting magic missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
Oh, we're firing on all cylinders today. You've been drafted. You've been drafted into the LARP ingression, but no, this time we're talking about you've been drafted for reals. For reals, as Grok has informed me after my prompting, what recent changes have been made to the United States Selective Service System, and it said that
Look, I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
primary recent change is automatic registration. The most significant update in the decades came via the fiscal year 2026 National Defense Authorization Act signed into law by President Trump on December 18th, 2025. Starting December 18th, 2026, the SSS will automatically register eligible males using data from other federal databases. Individuals will no longer be required to self-register, and there will be no penalties for failing to register after the switch. The SSS will notify people of their registration status and allow corrections or claims if someone is ineligible. You'll get notified. You'll be probably by text message. The addresses long-standing compliance shortfalls around 80%, 81% in recent years, with even lower rates for 18-year-olds. 18-year-olds. Oh, hey there, Grok. Hey there, Grok. Would resistance to this automatic draft be the grounds for a civil war within the United States there? Oh, you're giving it some thought?
The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over, but it can't. Not without your help. But you're not helping.
What do you?
The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over, but it can't. Not without your help. But you're not helping.
What do you?
No, like you're seriously not helping at this point.
Whoa, slow down. Let's unpack this. No, resistance to automatic registration isn't sparking a civil war. Nothing close. It's mostly quiet grumbling from peace groups, privacy folks, and draft resistors who are pushing Congress to scrap the whole selective service thing before December kicks in. Think petitions, joint statements, like that coalition from March 11th, calling it a data grab and privacy violation, plus online rants about how it'll make a draft easier someday. But protests, demonstrations, riots, zip. Public's yawning. Most see it as paperwork, not apocalypse. Even critics admit enforcement's a joke. Millions already ignore the old rules without consequence. If a real draft ever got called, different story, maybe bigger backlash. But right now, just another bureaucratic tweak getting eye rolls, not rifles. Chill.
I feel so calmed and reassured and reassured. Of course, if an actual draft got called, if as the war escalates, you know, I noticed how fast the gas prices are rising, and only via Chi-Coms really do I have any form of understanding, any grip, optimal or otherwise, of all of the impact and strategy of Iran to destroy the global economic trade hegemony by the control of the Strait of Hormuz and the destruction of the thing they call the GCC, which I don't know, Saudi Arabia, etc., and how that how things are going to get hungry around here. And things will tighten up as far as donations. But it does appear that YouTube has allowed me to put the Ko-fi link at the top of the hive mind again.
Now what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody got a dime? I don't know.
And I was thinking about how it'd be decent to stream about you know, like how to get ready for getting drafted. And for your kids getting drafted, because apparently that would be what comes next. If I don't know, it seems to me like war in Iran is supposed to be as significant as aliens being revealed, and how we've this blanket of blasé, nothing ever happens, and or I can't do anything about it anyway. Attitude toward what's coming is sort of interesting. It's like the people on the beach before the tsunami. It feels like, of course, we never actually have a tsunami unless, you know, you live in those countries where the tsunamis land. You want to, the title over on Grim's stream was part of the notion that maybe I could do it with this one, like where Chris Howard does and has people on and talks and stuff. And I thought maybe that could happen. Hey, there is this Yoav character. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
My favorite headphones on the internet.
Also mine, yeah.
I'm wonderful. It's a beautiful day, and it's finally Aries again. So
I did get. Are you concerned about the rise of gas prices in the USA?
Downstream of everything that's transported by using gas, and those prices all going up alongside every increase of price of gas, more than like how the gas price affects me. The downstream of gas prices is concerning.
I'm not an expert on that energy market. The little that I know is that the crude oil produced in the American continent is completely different from the crude oil produced in the Middle East. I think it's a matter of acidity. And when you build a refinery, you either build it to one type of oil or to another type of oil. So whatever supply of crude oil is coming from the Middle East, it doesn't feed the refineries in the USA. It only feeds the refineries in Asia. And the refineries of Asia, probably the refined product will go to Australia or maybe to Europe. And they are in a problem. I don't see any sort of physical reason why prices of gas will rise in the USA. Well, it will, but I don't think it will be something catastrophic.
Neil, I don't let people actually driving on my stream, because if you get in a car accident, it takes away your attention from me. If you'd like to park, so I'll bring you up.
Also, the word that's used for gas is what we will call petrol. And if you're talking about the gas, then the USA is the only surviving manufacturer of gas, because Europe used to be connected to Russia with some pipes. Somebody, it wasn't me, blew up those pipes. And now Europe is not connected to the supply from Russia, not going to be in the near future. So Qatar was the alternative supply for Europe. And now Qatar is in a bit of middle of a war. So the only important supply, we blew up the gas fields in Iran, but gas is not very transportable. The gas in Iran cannot be exported easily, so it only served Iran. So now the USA is going to be a monopoly on gas, and you're going to make a lot of money of that, which we can pay for the extra price of oil. I think you're in a good situation.
See, like, all I have is Chaikov's take on the situation, really. So that's good to hear the alternative angles.
Again, I'm not an expert. It just things that I read on Zero Hedge. Take it with a grain of salt.
Speaking of salting the lands, Cassandra says fertilizer is played into it. This I don't know either. I'm sure that's probably something to do with that phrasing glyphosate bill that just got passed. The feeding people issues.
I don't know what's happening with fertilizer, but I don't mind if the price of fertilizers goes up a little bit because we export it.
No shit. Here. I'm gonna give myself a break.
This is how I steer. This is me chasing this net, you know. Yeah. This is how I steer. Yeah. This is me chasing this net, you know. Yeah. This is how I steer.
So ground troops in Iran, you think? Yes, no?
Sorry, what's the question?
Ground troops in Iran from the U.S. side.
Not on the Iran mainland. I wouldn't do that. But some islands, because if you want to free the Straits of Hormuz, there are these 3 tiny islands that are just speck on the map, and you actually don't need to put boots on the ground. You just have to make sure there are no Iranians on those islands, and I think that would clear up the route.
Yeah, but you have to go on the hills above the islands. Otherwise, you being on the island means you're getting rained down on, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Put nobody there. Make sure there's nobody on the island of either side.
But if we try to hold the island, that would mean we
based on the experience of the war in Ukraine, you cannot hold a small island in modern war.
Do you see a play for the U.S. to do hey, immigrants we're about to deport, here's an alternative path, go into this meat grinder? Do you see that as an option?
I don't see any reason to put boots on the ground in Iran. I don't see the purpose. I don't see the benefit of it.
The population reduction of military age men?
Oh yeah, but that can be done with some pandemic.
We gotta reduce the population in every way we can. I mean, it'll make the survivors will have a much better world the less people we have. Like the Georgia Guidestones have told us, 2 million. You know, the million overclass and the 2 million underclass, maybe 3. We'll have 3 million, I think was the Georgia Guidestones. But we have to go way down. And who better to get rid of than the military age, like the ones that are willing to die for the country? That we got to get that out of the gene pool anyway if we want a passive herd. So, I mean, why not sending ground troops?
Yeah, I mean, there was a good job done in the First and Second World War in doing that, and look what happened to Europe when you killed off all the men with fighting spirit. You got Europe. It's a sorry sight.
Gas has gone up to $6.50 last night. I mean, it hit like $3.50 in Pissant, Oklahoma. So, like anything that says conflict in the Middle East is an excuse for them to say, "Hey, price per barrel. Hey, you guys get to pay more." So,
yeah, I think it's more of a marketing issue. I don't see the physical reason for that. But again, I could be wrong because I don't think that actually any crude oil going from the Middle East to America, well, you have so many oil fields nearby, like that. I don't see the reason. Maybe it's a matter of competition. The people all over the world were willing to pay more for the merchandise, so the price goes up, but it will not go up catastrophically because it's make America great again. At some point, somebody will decide to put the right tariffs on to prevent to guide the oil into the American continent.
what do you think about Easter?
Okay, I will answer that. Jacob and I had a theory that the Great Persian Revolution will happen today. And I'm very sorry that we have been proved wrong. But the reason for the theory was the holidays in Persia. It is a New Year's holiday in Persia because it's the equinox. So last Tuesday, they had the celebration for the burning of the old year, It's a celebration with bonfires, and you burn off the bad passing year. And people were out in the streets and doing their bonfires, and it's a Zoroastrian holiday. It's nothing to do with Islam. So that was a promising sign. And the revolution was supposed to happen today with the New Year celebration. So it will be some other day. Easter, I don't know. There are lots of Easter. We celebrated the 1st of April.
But Easter, see, just because this whole war thing started 33 days before Easter, so it's 33 days. Okay. What's if it's that means it's plotted. If it's plotted, what's the plot? And then we have this guy. I don't know. He's some dude who hallucinates or he gets prophecies from this lady figure, and he makes the orbs come. I think Bell. I mean, my brain's saying Christopher Bell, but that doesn't feel right. Anyway, he's got an Easter-ish prophecy in April 2026. That's when the alien reveal happens, I guess. So it's what do you think? Maybe nukes?
No nukes. No nukes. I don't. No nukes in this story.
Thanks for parking there, Neil. Welcome aboard.
I'm stuck in traffic, so I'm not actually parked. You can kick me off if you want.
Okay.
How dare you?
One last comment before I let Neil speak. Remember last time I was here and I was speaking about the Temple Mount being like that and then flattened like that, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque building at the edge of it, and it's about to fall any minute. Remember that story? So the Iranians sent a missile, and it missed the mosque by a few hundred yards. It could end with the Iranian missile hitting the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and that was going to be fun. Which, okay, but
you think we got a third temple within a year?
It's up to the Iranian. 2 more missiles, and then we have a third temple. Okay, so I'll let Neil have the show now.
There's a bunch of things I don't understand from a pragmatic level. I heard something like the Iranians are launching more long-range ballistic missiles, and I don't know how that's possible if we've knocked out all of their missile sites and their manufacturing capacity of long-range ballistic missiles.
Where are they coming from?
Yeah,
do they have a magic hat?
Well, either they're able to manufacture and transport missiles in places that we're unaware of, or I just don't know. So, and then the islands in the Strait of Hormuz.
Who is Hormuz? Where did that come from? I'll fucking grok it in a minute. I'm curious.
So you got the Persian Gulf between Iran and Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Kuwait's kind of in the far end of the Persian Gulf, and Bahrain is also there. And then from the Persian Gulf out to the Indian Ocean, you have the Strait of Hormuz, which goes by. It's a short in width. It's like the English Channel.
Africa. It lets China not go around Africa.
Yeah. So imagine the English Channel between France and England. It's like 20 miles is that strait. And you have to pass by Iran. And if there are islands there. So I have no idea what it takes to secure that the undersea area in terms of mines. Like what does our mine sweeping technology look like? Do we have thousands of underwater crabs that just like crawl along the bottom of the Strait of Hormuz and just
are there a bunch of boats in there right now that are stranded and the people are running out of water?
Wow.
Because that's what I heard over on the X, is that there's a bunch of boats like trapped in there right now, and they're all running out of water, and it's a humanitarian crisis.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like whatever global trade got caught in the when it closed, you know.
Yeah.
And the ripples of that. I don't know. Any excuse for them to raise prices is an excuse to raise prices. I'm thinking, wait, where's our Victory Garden movement? Because it'd be more convenient to have food than not. And maybe now's the time. And I don't know, man. It could be another nothing burger, right? But this one feels different.
Yeah, it felt like to me that this is going to be an extended onslaught simply because
We've been edging for World War III for so long. We need, in order for us to edge for something else, they need to deliver.
Well, I just think the American populace, I don't know about the West as a whole, but I think the American populace has grown angrier and angrier, and we don't know where to point that anger. And post Epstein, that anger was pointing primarily towards elites. And I would say what Trump's superpower is the ability to change the narrative. So the only thing that's going to change the narrative from the elites, the elite class, and Epstein is something like a war. But then what he's done is he's basically split the right. You have the older generation neocon right, and the younger generation isolationist right, and we're in uncharted territory in many ways.
But
no idea.
We're not chopping the kids' dicks off anymore.
Yeah,
mainly. Sometimes, at least we're not promoting it anymore. Mainly.
Well, it's interesting. I don't see that segment of society becoming any less of what they were, let's say, 2016. Meaning the belief structures of Blue Church are firmly intact still. Like they're not. What's happened is the middle has swayed more to the right, but let's say the leftmost 20% of the country has remained firmly. If anything, I would say even more firmly.
Where is that control coming from? Instagram?
It's not control so much as I would say it's certainty. Like if you've abandoned faith and you've also, so okay, start with abandoning faith first. So faith is the first thing to go. Then the next thing to go is some national pride. So like some sense of the nation. And I think the left was.
Faith doesn't go. Humans are fountains of faith. And so if you take it away from God, you put it into something else. And like in this case, we can lump it into, since we're talking Blue Church, you put that whatever faith you had in God, you put in Jon Stewart, sort of, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I probably the better spirit is Beatles' Imagine. It's like an utmost flattening of the world. And then and so that was done in social justice, like Rage Against the Machine, NoFX, like true punk rock saying, hey, you've forgotten, like you have sold the country for money and you've forgotten the lowly and the poor. And then the switch to identity politics happened around 2012 with the rise of social media. And so, but we can't, I don't know, the left doesn't seem to be able to make the pivot back to a financial based politics that it was prior to 2012. You know, it still seems stuck in the identity politics. I think it's because that 20% of America that still believes in the wokeism, for lack of a better word, that 20%, there are some of the most entrenched elites in corporations, universities, etc. And so if they go back to financial grievance politics, that really does threaten, I mean, that's related to the Epstein stuff, because that threatens the whole elite class that, hey, this edifice that we built and this empire of dirt could come crumbling down.
No, I think that that crumble has begun and is inevitable. There's going to be something that rises that takes the place of the left. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't think what the left was can survive this much longer.
Well, I think the strongest card in the next American election is going to be something like accountability. Whereas
I don't believe
you
in the next American election. I mean, if
Oh,
you count
really?
the
Oh, yeah?
midterms, if you count the midterms, sure. But I don't.
No, it's got to be the national. Yeah,
I don't see that. I don't think we'll make it that far. I think.
really.
I mean, if they're already letting AI just make kill decisions, something involving AI will be we won't need. There won't be the need for the next election.
I think we will make it that far, because I think Trump's control over the right is slipping because of this war. I think it was already slipping because of Epstein, but
I don't think he'll survive the year.
Oh, really?
I think he's being written out of usefulness. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not predicting any futures here. But I don't. It feels like there's the thing that was proved true with COVID, like the level of media control. If you unscramble Delta Omicron, if you like, how many people were walking around with who knows what, producing who knows what in their bodies right now, and are still on that level of buy-in. And it feels like that fog is dissipating, needs to dissipate. I don't know.
The combination of apathy and anger, I think, is dangerous, and I think a lot's going to come down to the economics over the next 4 years. I agree with Yoav that the U.S. is well positioned economically, simply because we have a big part of oil and natural gas. I have no idea how Europe is reacting to gas prices or will react, because that's going to take weeks and months to play itself out. Yeah.
And what's with the data center construction? Why is it not? Is it just me, or are they not considering that they're military targets while they're building them? Because anyway,
I should probably go because I'm back to normal driving. But it's been good. It's been nice hypothesizing with you. Feel free to take me off stage, General.
Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. I'm going to do the same. Good Saturday, everybody. Oh, wait, you got to press the end stream button. Son of a